2018, USAID published two key documents, the U.S. Government Strategy on International Basic Education and the USAID Education Policy. These documents help guide and define the purpose of education programming, while also calling for renewed emphasis on measuring learning outcomes for a broad set of skills.
As a result, this revision will push new changes to education reporting in 2019. These changes, outlined in the Education Reporting Guidance Note, will support reporting on both the USAID Education Policy and the USG Strategy on International Basic Education.
These changes allow us to tell a complete story of our collective ambitions and what we've achieved through USAID education programming. There are 5 main changes in how the Office of Education and Missions will approach reporting and indicator use. The first is a new approach to how we set the agency-level targets that are communicated to Congress. We're shifting to a mission-led approach that will set our targets for the agency as the sum of targets reported by each mission. We're counting on missions to report ambitious yet achievable targets for all indicators, so our agency-level targets fully reflect your ambitions.
Second, the indicators for education have been revised and expanded. The biggest change will be to the Standard Foreign Assistance Indicators, or Standard Indicators. For 2019, there are 25 standard indicators. 15 of these are new, and 10 are existing indicators that have been revised. Next, we have supplemental indicators. There are 16 supplemental indicators that are new for 2019. These supplemental indicators add new areas of measurement like numeracy, social and emotional skills, and an expanded set of use skills.
One note about custom indicators. There are no changes to custom indicators unless a mission decides it is appropriate to transition from an existing custom indicator into a standard or supplemental indicator. We strongly encourage missions to transition to the new standard and supplemental indicators rather than use custom or archived indicators. This is because only standard and supplemental indicators will be used in the agency-level targets and results that we report to Congress.
Third, the disaggregates from many of these indicators have also been revised and expanded. This lets the Office of Education better monitor progress toward improving equity and inclusion, especially for those with disabilities and those affected by crisis and conflict.
Fourth, the SPSD performance narratives for education-related standard indicators, ES1 Basic Education and ES2 Higher Education, have both been revised to more closely reflect changes in our reporting needs. There's also a new key issue narrative on engagement of higher education institutions, which provides additional higher education guidance that can be applied across sectors and activities.
Finally, the last change focuses on streamlining reporting. As of 2019, the Office of Education will rely on the PPR for all reporting needs. This means there's no longer a separate data call. It also means we're counting on missions to report targets and results for all applicable indicators through PPR so that we can report a complete story to Congress.
We recognize it will take time to fully transition to these new reporting requirements, particularly for the new indicators. The new and revised indicators will be assigned for the first time during the 2019 PPR, but the timeline for individual missions to transition to the new indicators will depend on current and upcoming activities, as well as current data being collected.
For more information about these changes, including detailed guides and training opportunities, visit the Education Links website or contact the help desk at edindicators@usaid.gov.